In this video, we work on an example on finding confidence interval and interpreting the result. Let's look at this example here. Average household income in a town is known to be normally distributed with a standard deviation of 12,000. A sample of 20 households has an average household income of 42,000. Find the 95% confidence interval for average household income of the town. So we will look at these concepts and calculate the confidence interval using formula, TI calculator, and Excel. First, let's look at the population and sample. Basically, population is all households in the town, and sample is selected 20 households in the town. Now, let's put down what we are given about population and sample here. Our standard deviation is 12,000. Our sample size is 20 and our mean is 42,000. Next, for the point estimate, we simply look at the sample mean, which is 42,000 in this case. Now, we need to decide whether we want to use Z or T. This chart here will guide us to determine whether to use Z or T. Looking at the chart, we see that when sigma is known, we use Z and otherwise we use T. Also, we need to look at the sample size. When sample size is larger than 30, population does not need to be normally distributed, but when sample size is 30 or less, population has to be normally distributed. Here, since sample size is less than 30 and sigma is known, we use Z. For 95% confidence interval, critical value is 1.96. For more detail on finding critical value, please look at my other video. Now let's calculate margin of error. We have this formula here for margin of error, and we know Z alpha by 2 is 1.96. Our sigma is this. Our N is 20. Now let's substitute the values we have. Then we get E equals to 1.96. Our standard deviation is this. So let's copy that here. And it will be square root 20. So when you do this math, this whole thing comes out to be 526. So therefore, our margin of error is 526. So finally, we can calculate confidence interval. Let's find that our X bar is 42,000 plus minus our margin of error is 526. The lower value is 42,000 minus 526, which is 41474, and our upper value is this number plus this number, so which is 42526. Now let's interpret the confidence interval. So we can say that we can be 95% confident that the true average household income of the town is between this and this. Now let me show you how to find the confidence interval using calculator. So for that, let me pull up my calculator up on the screen, then go to Stat, then go to Test, then come all the way down to number 7. So Z interval, that's what we will need. Select that, then hit enter. So here, since we have X bar standard deviation, our confidence level, and N, so we can just select stats. So that's what it is selected here, then hit enter. So once we have that here, so come down here and enter our values for sigma, X bar, and N, and also confidence level. So in this case here, our sigma is 1200. So let's put that there, 1200. Our X bar is 42,000. Our N is 20 and our confidence level is 0.95. Then hit enter, then hit enter. So this is what we found confidence interval using calculator, and this is exactly what we found using formula also. Now let me show you how to find confidence interval using Excel. So for that, let me pull up my Excel on this screen. Here I have already typed the values for X bar and the standard deviation. So now we can find margin of error. So let me label this E, which is margin of error. And on this cell here, I'm going to find margin of error using the formula. So for that, type in equals, then type in CONFIDENCE dot NORM, then put parentheses. Here our alpha is 0.05, then type in comma. So this is our standard deviation. This is our standard deviation. So I'll just select that. Then I'll type comma here. Then we will need size, which in this case here is 20. So I will type that down there and then close my parentheses, then hit enter. So this is my margin of error. So now we can use formula. So let me put this down here. Now we can use the formula to find confidence interval. So for the lower value, let me write that down here. For the lower value, and this one would be upper value. So our lower value is X bar minus margin of error, which is this. So now let me find our upper value. So our upper value is X bar plus this, which is this number here. And if you look at this number here on the screen, that is what exactly we got. Let me move this here. And that is what exactly we got using table and also using calculator. Thank you for watching. We hope this video was helpful. Please like and subscribe our channel. We will be bringing more and more videos on variety of topics.